How big a role has coronavirus played in this election? What effect will it have tomorrow? What's going to happen going forward with coronavirus policies? Nobody has done more reporting on this subject than Alex Berenson. He's author of Unreported Truths About COVID-19 and Lockdowns Part 2. He joins us tonight. Alex Berenson, thanks so much for coming on. So the election hasn't occurred yet, but from where we are right now, what effect do you think this disease and the government response to it has had on the election?
Oh, Tucker, it's clearly been the issue this year. And, the media and public health experts have very effectively used it to beat up on Donald Trump, saying he hasn't made the right decisions or, that our policy response has been inadequate. And, although you can certainly criticize, decisions that the president has made, I think, the last 6 to 8 weeks in Europe show really the futility of hard lockdowns better than anything could. Those countries, Italy, Spain, France, the UK, they locked down incredibly hard and kept their lockdowns in place for months. And supposedly things were much better over the summer. Right now, all those countries are they're having uncontrolled transmission at rates that exceed anything the United States has had, and their death rates are above the United States right now. So Donald Trump has been punished here. It's not at all clear what he should have done. It's not at all clear what Joe Biden intends to do. Some of his advisors, including Pete Buttigieg, have talked about lockdowns, as a possibility. Some of his medical advisors have talked about that. And it really is astonishing that Donald Trump, who, I think when you think of Donald Trump, sort of community oriented isn't necessarily the first word that comes to mind, has become an avatar, a symbol of freedom and community and coming together and big rallies. And the Democrats and Joe Biden have become the opposite, with these sad little car rallies and people, wearing masks 24/7. So the coronavirus is the issue in this election. And I think we're really going to see what America wants next year, because if you're going to elect Joe Biden, you have to know that more government mandates and possibly lockdowns are on the agenda. There's no question about that.
I thought Americans wanted to see each other's faces. I guess we'll find out. Really quickly, the Biden campaign has suggested something called a national mask mandate. What does that mean exactly? Do you know?
I'm not sure. And it's not clear to me that would be legal or how that would be enforced. Would they put pressure on states to enforce that? Would there be criminal penalties? Would there be civil penalties? Would we all just, a law that doesn't have any enforcement power is not a law. It's a strongly veiled suggestion. So somebody needs to ask them that. But the media, aside from you and a few other people, doesn't feel like asking Joe Biden or his campaign any tough questions. That's yet another problem that we've had this fall in terms of figuring out what the Biden campaign intends to do about coronavirus.
Yeah, and that's not even a tough question. What is that? What are you talking about? What is that? It's so weird. Alex Berenson, thank you. Great to see you tonight.
Thanks, Tucker.